talk the talk. As a therapy dog, he visited Holliston school, all sorts of schools, and hospitals, assisted living in colleges, and anybody who needed him. Right after the 2013 bombing, Spencer took his spot on the marathon route, and he was there ever since to offer hope and inspiration to runners and spectators alike. As he returned every year, from people from all over the globe would start to look for him, and his popularity would grow. In 2018, in the worst weather for Boston Marathon runners, I think we can all agree was pretty awful, he made history because a lot of spectators didn't make it out that year, including my wife and my other sidekick, Spencer's other sidekick, Penny, sat that one out. But I looked at Spencer, he looked at me, he's like, let's do this. And we put him in my raincoat, and off we went, and the world met Spencer. So dressed in my raincoat, we arrived at the spot. I jumped out of my car, grabbed his flag, trying to do our usual spot, and I brought a box for him to sit on so we keep his little butt dry. And the Spencer's inspiration caught the world. One of the things I can say about Spencer that made him so extremely special was he was relatable. He's an everyday guy or an everyday story, and everybody has a Spencer story. And it made it very, very, very relatable. So he was instantly an icon. Spencer in recent years overcame many challenges, including cancer, tumors, and he was still able to keep his spot on the marathon route every single year. Even when the marathon runners weren't there, he was out that year. Because of that, he became a symbol of hope for perseverance. And the BAA recognized it aligned very much with what their mission was to, let the world know that you can do more than you think you can do. You can beat the odds, become inspirational, and you can give back. So that year, they decided in 2022, they made him the official dog of the running of the Boston 126th Marathon, an honor that we did not take lightly. That gave Spencer the platform that we always looked for to help share him with the world. He was too good not to share, and that's all we ever wanted to do with Spencer was share him. And the marathon was just a great way to do that. Sadly, nothing lasts forever. In February 2023, we climbed our own Heartbreak Hill, and he finished his marathon by crossing the bridge. Immediate outpouring from all the runners and the spectators and Spencer Penny fans poured out. We need a statue on the route of the marathon to honor this dog. Volunteers from around the country helped us research to find the right sculptors to make this happen. And we found the right sculpture right here in our own backyard, Jeff Bucaccio, right here in Canton. Small group of volunteers, which I'll introduce shortly, was formed, and the task of creating a statue was at hand. The search for the right location began. We envisioned a peaceful area accessible to the public that was visible to the runners, and that any of the runners or any passerbys could access. Robin and Cindy graciously stepped up to the plate and offered us this location. It was the absolute perfect location for this. It couldn't be anything better than what we had dreamed of. The site is directly across the street, and if you look behind you, across the street, you'll see a sign with a cone next to it. That's where Spencer stood for almost a decade. Spencer has crossed the street and is now home and ready to continue his inspiration. Thank you again, everyone that helped to make this statue a reality. I can't thank you enough. This boy meant the world to us, and he meant the world to a lot of people, and he can still inspire. And for everybody who helped us get here, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me introduce Tricia Winton and Susan Hurley, two of the most amazing volunteers ever to help us pull this task off and get this done.
But we are both also dog lovers, and we followed Spencer and Penny on social media. In March of 2022, Susan was diagnosed with ovarian cancer. So, to cheer her up, I scheduled a meet and greet with Spencer and Penny, and from there, a bond was formed. Now, as a marathon runner, I can attest, it's a grueling race. So is battling cancer. Both take faith, grit, and resilience and perseverance. Spencer was a symbol of all of that. After Rich texted me that he passed away, I immediately texted Susan. The next day, Susan called me and proclaimed, "We need to get a Spencer statue on the marathon route." And I said, "It's a fabulous idea." I called Rich, and he said, "I've been hearing that all around." And so Susan and I, who are doers and planners, we went right to work.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate all those kind words. And yes, that's how the story went. I just want to first say thank you to everyone for joining us to honor Spencer. Thank you, Rich, for the opportunity to be part of the project. I want to thank Robin and Cindy, who obviously gave the property for us to do this. And Tricia and Jeff, for all your hard work. Jeff, I know you're back there somewhere. Thank you so much for everything. It's a team effort. It's strength in numbers, you guys. That's how you get things done. You take a lot of people with the same like-mindedness, and you work hard to get the project done. And that's what we did. I want to recognize Kim Chisholm. I don't know if she's here or not. Kim, are you here? Oh, there she is in the back. From the 26.2 Foundation. I had the pleasure of working with that foundation, the 26.2 Foundation in Hopkinton, with Kim and her dad, Tim Kilduff, on the Bobby Gibbs statue. And that's called the Girl Who Ran statue. It's going to be actually put up on the course shortly when the corridor is done. This marks my third statue that I've done. So, but it's the third statue, but perhaps the most endearing one yet, as it features a dog. And as Tricia mentioned, I received a stage 4 ovarian cancer diagnosis in March of 2022. Despite being healthy and an avid marathon runner, this unexpected battle came my way. Life is a marathon, so I tell all of my runners. And with that comes highs and lows, moments of solitude, and moments of great support. Sometimes you conquer the hills smoothly, other times you face heartbreak, and that requires a slower pace. I've been fortunate enough to have a large support system cheering me on throughout this journey, and that included Spencer. Spencer is widely recognized for proudly displaying his Boston Marathon Strong flags during the Boston Marathon, offering encouragement to countless runners from around the globe. Rain or shine, Spencer's presence brought joy, love, and smiles to all who passed by, earning him the title of not just man's best friend, but the marathon's best friend. Hold on. Dogs do have a remarkable way of uplifting spirits, don't they? We see it right here today with all these beautiful animals. Their unwavering love for their human companions sets them apart. Dogs embody qualities that all humans should emulate: kindness, compassion, reliability, a sense of fun, and a playful nature. There's much that we can learn from our furry friends. Having participated in many marathons for a significant portion of my adult life, the Boston Marathon course, to me, holds countless memories. Year after year, the traditional sites like Santa Claus in Natick, and the lively TJ spirits of Ashland, rock music and biker crowd are constants. The Wellesley College Scream Tunnel, the students at Boston College, the Red Sox fans in Kenmore Square, all part of the fabric which make up this iconic race. And now there's Spencer. Thanks to the incredible generosity of many, particularly the running community that united to support this initiative, Spencer's presence on the Boston Marathon course is secured for a foreseeable future. This honor is well-deserved for Spencer. I would like to take this opportunity now to express my personal gratitude to the Boston Marathon and the Boston Athletic Association. And I'd like to introduce Scott Stover, who is the Chief Marketing Officer, to say a few words.
This acts of 10,000 volunteers that help us make the race happen. We think about the dedication of our law enforcement community that helps make this race happen every year. And we think about the hundreds of thousands of fans that line 26.2 miles to cheer on everybody that's coming down the road. But every once in a while, someone rises above the rest. And in this case, it was a canine. Spencer united everyone year in and year out, bringing everybody together, people stopping to see Spencer long before they get to the Wellesley College Scream Tunnel or Heartbreak Hill. And just for a few minutes, they forgot about how much it hurts to run 26 miles and how many miles they have left to go. Spencer did that for everybody. Through all the weather conditions, Spencer was there demonstrating grit, perseverance, and everything that makes Boston so unique. And for that, we at the Boston Athletic Association say thank you. Thank you, Spencer. Thank you, Rich. Thank you, Dory, for sharing Spencer with us for so many years. Thank you, everybody.
Okay, I want to introduce Joe I want to just introduce a special guest. Joe is here. He is the handler / almost owner, I guess, of Corey, the famous duo here from the Fairmont Copley Hotel in Boston, which is the host hotel for the Boston Marathon.
Thank you very much. I drove out to Ashland. I think it's my first time ever in Ashland. It's a very beautiful town. Very nice drive. We just drove out to Boston. I just wanted to, be here, and Corey too. Spencer was part of. We made Spencer an honorary member of our team at the hotel. We got to meet Penny also. Penny was great. They were excellent, very well-behaved dogs. We wouldn't have missed this for the world. But thank you very much.
Thank you, Joe, for driving out. And now I want to introduce who is our sculptor of this amazing statue is Jeff Boccaccio, who is in my neck of the woods from Canton, Mass. And Jeff has worked on lead designer and special effects for many blockbuster movies in Hollywood. It is known for his ability to integrate and organize the many aspects of the major projects.
I'm going to make this brief. So I'd like to first thank my team at Boccaccio Sculpture Services for all their hard work and dedication to this very important project. My wonderful wife, Nina, she's my artist partner and business partner. Paul Cavanaugh, John Tuorda, Ailey Lynch, Jacob Wall, Dave Robbins, Galvin Hubbard, and Ryan Morency. Without those people, this would not have been possible. I'd also like to thank all of you for the opportunity from all of us at Boccaccio Sculpture for choosing us. You have choices for projects like this, and you chose us, so we're deeply grateful for that. When Rick, Trish, and Sue had shared Spencer's story with me and their idea of developing the memorial for Spencer, we didn't hesitate, and we wanted to jump right in. Learning about Spencer and his undeniable impact on the community was very moving for me on a personal level. And so here we are now, months later, after a lot of hard work. And Spencer is back at his post. But this time, he's here for good, always waiting patiently for the next visitor to be impacted by his message of courage and hope. So the next time that you're greeted by Spencer, just know that he will not judge you based on personal political agendas or religious beliefs. His message is of love, unconditional. And it's up to us to follow that. Example, allow Spencer's message to enter your heart and realize that you too are capable of spreading love and hope in this world. Sorry. That's a conscious decision that we all have to make every day. So, she was loved. Thank you.
Beautiful. Yes. Yeah. Got it?
Okay, I'm getting...
Yolanda Greaves here from Around the Clock. We are with the artist for the Spencer statue, Jeff Boccaccio. Jeff, how does it make you feel to see your statue finally in place?
Oh, it's very rewarding. It's very rewarding. So,
What was the process like for you?
it's an emotional process whenever we do something like this, right? There's a lot of emotions involved, and there's a lot of hard work involved. So, it's a team effort. There's 8 of us at the Foundry / Sculpture Studio that we all pitch in and we all do our part.
So many people.
This is what makes it all worth it. You know, I think that you heard someone else say I had a long career in television and film,
Yeah.
and it never really reached down and touched my soul the way this type of work does. I do other projects for families, say, that lost somebody, and they'll be the only person that sees that work. But for me, on a personal level, it's far more rewarding. So.
We are still here at the Spencer unveiling. First, tell me your name, sir.
David File,
And David, where are you from?
Texas.
What made you come all the way from Texas to see this unveiling?
My wife and I contributed to the statue. We've been following Spencer on social media since the 2018.
Okay.
So we were like, let's go when they unveil the statue.
That rainy marathon day.
Yes, that rainy marathon day. It just
Saw 'em
struck
on
us.
TV and... Now, have you ever watched the marathon in person?
Yes, in person. And then many years ago, I watched it right after they started letting the girls run for real.
You mean the women?
The women. I'm sorry. I apologize. The women.
That's okay. That's okay. So you used to live in the area?
No, I came up when I lived in New Jersey one time.
Okay. Okay. So what was it like for you watching the unveiling?
Very emotional.
Yeah.
Very, very emotional. I'm so glad that there's a permanent marker now.
So if you're missing Spencer on this year's route, not only are you going to see the statue this year, you're also going to get to see Jimmy, who will be holding Spencer's flag right here, just shy of the free mile.
So first of all, congratulations.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
It's great to see this completed and the work that you did and the Hickses for donating the property and
All worked out great. We couldn't ask for a better location. This actually worked out. This is exactly what we envisioned. And we got a sidewalk right in front of it, so it's easy for accessibility for people. So just couldn't be a better, it couldn't work out any better. We were just so thrilled to be here.
I remember having some of those first conversations when people had asked you, is there going to be a statue? And then there was the initial disappointment, and then, of course, the Hickses stepping forward to give the property and donate the space. Thinking about that and how happy that made you, What has today meant to you?
It's just seeing it to come to completion is good. It's a lot of work went into it, and a lot of Zoom calls with with Tricia and Susan, and just it was a lot of work to do, and the money was trying to get the rest of the money was the brick were a great idea. That was actually Robin's idea. It says buy a brick because we reached to a certain point and we kind of hit a plateau there, and we know it's tough times out there, and it was the holidays, and the bricks got us pretty much where we need to be. We still have a little bit left to go to just cover the excavation work to put it in, but other than that, we're there.
So I'm noticing that there's still some empty bricks. Can people still purchase bricks?
Yes, yep. Yeah, the brick site is still up. I don't remember exactly off the top, but I can send you the link.
We'll find it and put the link
it's on their Facebook page, Spencer and Penny Golden's Forever. You can find the link there, and it's super easy. You just go right on there. You donate, put whatever you want on there, and our mason will install it. So the last order will be taken the week of the marathon. So if anybody wants a brick, get it in then, and then the last load will come in. We hope to go all the way around it. So we have about 50 more that have already been purchased, ready to go.
Great. Well, Rich, congratulations. It's been great to see this process and to help support you through it. And it's nice to see Jimmy. First time we met him, he was a little bit of a puppy.
Yep.
And he's gotten much bigger. Hi, Jimmy.
He's one, and we have Jade around here
Yes,
somewhere.
I saw Jade.
Yeah, Jade is 4 months. So we plan on being out here for the marathon, right here, seeing the runners run by, and hopefully they stop and give a pat to Jimmy, or hopefully a pat to Spencer.
Nice. Well, congratulations again.
Thanks so much. I appreciate it, and we're just so happy to be here.
Good. Thank you. And that wraps up this section of our interview with Rich Powers, who is the owner of Spencer and who helped get this statue here in Ashland.